Hello students. So as we are continuing the chapter physical and chemical changes, today we will be learning a new topic of this chapter, that is rusting of iron. So what we are going to learn today we will be learning in brief about rusting of iron. Now under this topic, first of all we should know what is rusting of iron. We should learn its definition followed by the word equation. Then we will learn what are the conditions necessary for rusting. Then we will learn about effects of rusting, and finally how we can prevent the rusting of iron. So let's start with the chapter. Now what is rusting of iron? First of all you have to understand that. Now what happens when an iron object is left in damp air or water for a considerable time, then what happens, it gets covered with a red brown flaky substance called rust, and this entire process of coating the iron substance with the flaky substance rust is known as the process of rusting of iron. Now during the rusting of iron, the iron metal, what happens, the fresh iron metal, okay, that is a pure element iron, it combines with the oxygen of air in the presence of water to form a compound called iron oxide. Okay, so over here, since the element iron, it is reacting with the oxygen present in air along with the moisture, or you can say water vapor, to form iron oxide, and these iron oxide, it cannot be brought back to the fresh iron. So therefore this change, rusting of iron, it is referred to as what? It is referred to as a chemical change, right? Now rust is what, as I said you, that it is an iron oxide. Okay, so rust and iron, they are not the same substance. Okay, rust is what? Rust is a compound. When iron, it combines with oxygen and water, it forms a compound, that is iron oxide. Okay, iron oxide, it is the chemical name, and rust, it is a common name. So rust, it is a compound, and iron is what? Iron is a pure element. So both of them are not at all the same substance, right? Now rusting of iron, as I said, that it is a chemical change, as because it is an irreversible. Okay, and on the other hand, we can say that this rusting of iron, it is a harmful change rather, right? Why? Because once the iron, it gets rusted, the iron is of no longer use. That means you cannot use the iron objects anymore once it gets rusted or corroded, right? Now what happens, almost every iron object kept in the open environment, what happens, it gets rusted slowly. Okay, we can usually find this rusted iron gates of park. Okay, then you can say iron benches kept in the garden, which always it remains in open. Okay, so these agricultural tool, what you can say, the agricultural tools such as, you can say, spades, okay, they also gets rusted when exposed to the atmosphere for a considerable time. Any kind of iron utensil which are available in the kitchen, not at all the stainless steel that we use, okay, but only which are made up of what, which are made up of purely iron, what happens, whenever it is exposed in water, it is dipped in water, okay, then what happens, it gets rusted slowly. Okay, this process is not a very, you can say, fast or quick process, rather this is a slow process. Sometimes you can see the rust iron grills. Okay, that is why the grills are basically painted. That we will discuss later, that how we can prevent the rusting of iron. Okay, so next, what are the conditions necessary for rusting? Very, very important. What are the two conditions basically which is required for the process of rusting? Number one is the presence of oxygen in air. Okay, oxygen, we also know that oxygen is present in water as well, right? And number two is what? Presence of water or water vapor. Now over here you can see three test tubes are there. Okay, we have taken three test tubes. Test tube number A, what is there? We have taken the test tube half filled with water, and in that we have dipped one fresh iron nail. Okay, that is test tube number 1. Test tube number 2, what we have seen, first of all we have boiled the water. Okay, now when we are boiling the water, okay, what happens, the oxygen which is present in the water, okay, it gets what? It gets eliminated, right? And after that, here you can see, after dipping the fresh iron nail, we are putting some oil. Why? it prevents the oxygen to re-enter inside the water, right? And in test tube 3, over here you see there is no water is there, only fresh iron nail and few flakes of calcium chloride we have added. What is calcium chloride? Calcium chloride, it is a compound, rather you can say it is an anhydrous agent. Anhydrous agent means what? When we are putting calcium chloride inside the test tube, okay, what happens? It is removing, or you can say it is absorbing all the air, oxygen which are present in the air into it, okay. Thus what happens inside the test tube? There is no presence of oxygen, right? So if you keep this, what are the observation you will find? What are the observation? What you will find that after 2 or 3 days, test tube number A, where there was a fresh iron nail inside the water was not at all boiled, what you will find, slowly a brown flaky substance has coated in it. That means this iron has been rusted, right? In test tube B, you will find that the iron nail is not at all rusted. Why it is not at all rusted? Because even if it is dipped inside the water, but since the water is boiled, so all the oxygen has been eliminated, right? And we have also put what? We have also put some oil. Now this oil, what happens? It doesn't get mixed up with water. As a result, what happens? This oil, it forms a outer protective layer. So as this oil is forming the outer protective layer, so therefore what happens? It is not allowing any oxygen molecule to enter inside the water. So therefore, since no oxygen is present over there, so iron, it is not getting oxygen, so it is not forming this compound iron oxide, because for the formation of this compound, oxygen, it is necessary, right? Now in the third test tube, over there also we will find that there is no rust at all. Why? Because first of all, there is no water in it, okay, so therefore there is no oxygen present in the water, and even whatever the air was present inside the test tube, okay, we have, since we have put the flakes of calcium chloride, what happens? This calcium chloride, being an anhydrous agent, it has absorbed all the oxygen which are present in air. So over there also, since there is no oxygen, so therefore there is no formation of rust. So from this experiment, what we can conclude? We can conclude that there are two conditions necessary for the process of rusting. That is, number 1 is the presence of oxygen, and number 2 is what? Presence of water or water vapor. Why water or water vapor? Because we all know that water, it contains what? It contains oxygen molecule, okay. Achha, next is what? Next is word and chemical equation. Word equation, here you can see iron plus oxygen plus water, it combines to form what? Iron oxide. And below the chemical equation, it is given Fe. Fe, it is a symbol of what? Pure iron, plus oxygen plus water, it gives what? It gives this iron oxide. The chemical name is iron oxide, and the common name is what? Common name is rust, okay. Now iron, what happens? It rusts when placed in a damp air or when it is placed in water, right? Now as I said you that ordinary water, okay, it since it supplies both the thing, that is oxygen and water, okay, so what happens? The rusting, it take place in ordinary water rapidly, but in boiled water, if you dip it, no rusting can take place, okay, until and unless the oxygen from air is re-entering inside the water, right? Now two more things are there that you have to keep it in your mind, that if the air at a place has got a high moisture content, that means if the humidity is too much, okay, if the percentage of humidity is too much, okay, then what happens? The air at that place, as I said that it is more humid, what happens? It accelerates the process of rusting, okay, that is the rusting of iron, it becomes what? It becomes faster. Thus what we can say? We can say that the rusting of iron is faster in the coastal areas, okay, rather than in the dry areas, okay. Next, number 2 is the presence of salt in water. It makes the process of iron, rusting of iron faster, okay. Thus an iron object will rust much faster when it is kept in sea water rather than it is kept in fresh water. In both the cases, rusting will take place, but in case of sea water, as because it contains salt, what happens? It will accelerate the rate of rusting more, right? Next is what? Next effects of rusting of iron. Okay, so what is rust? Rust, it is a soft and porous, and it gradually falls off from the surface of a rusted iron object, and then the iron below it starts rusting. Okay, so thus what we can say, rusting of iron, it is a continuous process which slowly eats up the iron, or rather you can say it corrodes the iron and makes them useless. Here you can see the few pictures are there over there. As you can see, these iron objects, as because they are exposed in air for a long time, so slowly what happens, it has rusted, and once the iron it gets rusted, the iron it gets eaten up. Okay, that is why it cannot be used anymore. Okay, so since iron it is used in making a large number of objects or articles, such as you can say bridges, grills, railings, gates, bodies of car, bus, truck, ships, etc. So rusting of iron, it causes a great loss over a period of time. Okay, so therefore it is obvious that we should always have some ways of preventing the rusting of iron, as because it causes a huge economic loss. So next what we will learn about how can we prevent the rusting of iron. Okay, now as I have already said that rusting it takes place when an iron object it becomes comes in contact with air and water. So if air and water are prevented from coming in contact with the iron object, then only the rusting will not take place. Okay, so there must be some methods of prevention of rusting of iron. Okay, that is involving the coating the iron object with something to keep out air and water that causes rusting. So what are the common means of this prevention of rusting of iron? Number one, rusting of iron can be prevented by painting. What happens? When a coat of paint is applied to the surface of an iron object, then what happens, the air and moisture it cannot come in contact with the iron object, and thus no rusting take place. Okay, the window grills, railings, steel furniture, iron badges, railway coaches and bodies of cars, buses, okay, all these they are painted regularly to protect them from rusting. Number two is what? Number two is rusting of iron. It can be prevented by applying grease or oil. Okay, so when some grease or oil is applied to the surface of an iron object, then what happens, the air and moisture cannot come in contact with it, and hence rusting is prevented. Okay, number three, that is a very important process, rusting of iron, it can be prevented by galvanization. So galvanization, the term is very new for you. What is galvanization? Galvanization, it is a process of depositing a thin layer of zinc metal over the iron object. That means the zinc metal, it is protecting the iron object from exposure to what? Oxygen and moisture. Right. Now galvanization, how it is done? It is done by dipping an iron object in molten zinc metal. First of all, the zinc metal it is melted, and then the iron object it is dipped in a molten zinc metal. Right. A thin layer of zinc metal formed on the surface of an iron object protects it from rusting. Why? Because zinc metal it remains unaffected by air and moisture. Okay, the iron sheets used for making buckets, drums, dustbins, shades of roof are galvanized to prevent their rusting. Right. Next is what? Next is iron, it is coated with chromium to prevent rusting. Okay, so this process is also known as chrome plating. Okay, chromium it is also a metal unlike zinc. Okay, it is also resistant to the action of air and moisture. So what happens, when a layer of chromium is deposited on an iron object, then the iron object is protected from rusting. Okay, chromium plating is done on steel furniture, taps, bicycle, handlebar, car bumpers, etc. made of iron and steel to prevent them from what? Prevent them from rusting. Next is what? Next is rusting of iron can be prevented by allowing it to make stainless steel. All of you know what is stainless steel. What is stainless steel? See, when iron is mixed with carbon, number one carbon, number two chromium, number three nickel, then what happens, the stainless steel is obtained. Okay, stainless steel itself is not at all a pure metal, rather it contains what? Number 1, it contains iron, number 2 carbon, number 3 chromium, number 4 nickel. Okay, so we can say that stainless steel, it is an alloy of iron. Okay, stainless steel, it does not rust at all, as because it is mixed with some other elements. Okay, so cooking utensils, all the cooking utensils, they are made up of with stainless steel. Why? Because the cooking utensils, we have to wash it very frequently. So what happens, it gets in contact with water very frequently. So therefore all the cooking utensils, then you can say knife, scissor, surgical instrument, all these things, they are made up of what? Stainless steel, and it does not rust at all. So this is all about your rusting of iron, the topic rusting of iron. Okay, so in our next class we will be discussing about another topic, that is crystallization. Okay, so thank you everyone.